Hello and welcome to another replay. This time I'm in my my beloved BatChat. It is on Redshire and it's a tier 10 game, surprise. But this game is interesting because there are a lot of heavy tanks on either side and only one medium tank. So it's heavy tanks, TDs, and then one medium each. So I mean, this is what you want in a bat. Or any medium tank, because you can really abuse your view range on the heavy tanks when it's such an open map like this. You'll also see me doing the game to a certain degree, that is. But yeah, I first start off by doing the best the bat can do early game, and that is to scout a bit. Just I want to know where the enemy are moving, and here you can see me abusing my view range. I'm not really hidden that much because I'm in a tree and not a bush, but I mean I spot a lot of their tanks move up. And I mean, we don't have any artillery, so the artillery can't fire on them, but at least our guys now know what they can expect. Now I decide to open up on this Jägeru side. I was expecting to get spotted, but I didn't. So I mean, not a bad assault, doing 700 damage within the first minute to a Jägeru. And now I decide, okay, this is a bit too hot for me. I mean, this is not what the BatChat want. It's you cannot deal with the front of enemy heavies particularly well, especially not IS-7s and E-100s or STIs. So therefore I decide to just go away from that flank and pop a reload. Now, one thing that I'm looking at while reloading is that nothing has been spotted up here, and we still have the 430, E4, E75, IS-8 and prototype and a T-34 unspotted, so they could be up here. So I don't want to just go absolutely crazy with the spotting. I have to be a bit careful. And also, while driving over here, I see something has smacked 268, our 268. So therefore I am even more cautious now. And here I have a very, very speculative shot on the E75, but I decide not to take it because it's the BatChat, and it doesn't carry a lot of shells when you have to carry late game. And you'll see that particular shot was a very good thing I didn't shoot that shot, because I will need it for later. So while they are duking out on the east flank, I try to see if I can get some side shots on them. But I can't. But I spot the Jägeru again. So might as well try and finish him off. I bounce and he's looking at me, so I decide to nope. So reload. That was a bit unfortunate that I bounced the last shot, because I could have killed him, but then he dies from the levee. And our E100 goes apeshit with the pings, which is always nice. So now we have the enemy object 430 has been spotted, so at least I know where he is now. And if I can kill him, then there are no other fast tanks alive, so I'll have more freedom to move around. And as you can see on the score line, it's not going too well. I mean, we have killed 2 tanks, they've killed 6 tanks. And here, the front plate of a 2.6 or 4.30, but I take one shot and then I decide, no, that's actually very, very stupid, because it's angled very well. So that was, pointless. And at this time there's still an unspotted E4 and IS-8 and prototype, so I didn't want to go in on him, because if the E4 was sitting like here and I started to circle the 430 and it got smacked by the E4, that would have been, that it could end up in a disaster. So I decided to try and go over and help our heavies a bit. And now it's 4-8, so I mean, it's not looking too good. And I'm not super worried, I'm just annoyed that I haven't spotted the E4 yet. And here I have a shot at the T-34, but it's very badly angled, so I decided to just to show what I'm doing. Before I had my front towards him, now I'm turning my front and then creating some artificial gun depression by going up on this slope here, where my tank will tip towards him. As you can see, it tips just enough for me to have shots at him. Try to track him, but I don't succeed. And then I fire once more on the side, and then he resurfaces, but yeah. So again, I decide to change flank. This is what the BatChat is excellent at. It's just keeping on and popping up in new little locations. And I spot the prototype while reloading, which is very unfortunate because perfect. Yeah, there was a perfect situation for me to clip him out. I mean, I just have his side. He's slow, nowhere to hide. But I'm reloading, so what can you do? I try to respot him, to take him out before he starts attacking our Panther Fear. Now one thing that's interesting, or very good with the Bat, the ability to change flank, is that it can... Now the 430 thinks I'm on the other flank, but I'm actually here. So he has gone in. I don't know if he would have gone in if he knew I was not here, but... Also, something must have hit him, or that was a very high roll, because... Yeah, I shouldn't have been able to kill him. And here, I save our Panther Fear by shooting the 430. So, now it's evening out a bit. I mean, it's 6-9. And... we know where most of their tanks are. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we're about to get swarmed. But... we have the wonderful, super bad balanced, or what the fuck, at the rear, and he will start opening up, if I remember it correctly. I have this IS-3's bomb. I'm not going in on him because there's no need. I can snipe from up here and stay safe and unspotted. Okay, so we have IS-7, T-34, E-100, and STI. And they have one IS-4. And here I tried to hit his lower plate, but it's not the most accurate gun. I decided not to shoot because I'm running out of shells and I don't want to hit the... And then yeah, okay. And then I take that shot, but still. And we can just see that what the fuck has killed the STI. I tried to hit the E-100, but couldn't. And I got spotted for it. So I decided to... yeah. GTFO. And then the IS-4 kills the E-100 and I decide, okay, I need to help this IS-4. An isolated IS-7 is, yeah, a snack for the BatChat. Especially since he's on low damage. So I go in, I don't care that he spots me. Which I think he does in a second. Yeah, there we go. And he tries to shoot at me. Go over the Redshire. Because I have full health since I've been playing, so a lot of passively just preserving my health. And now, because I have 1800 health, I can go in and take a hit. There we go. I take a massive hit for 488. But I had 1800 health, so unless he ammo-racked me, that would have been a kill to me as it was. And he says, yeah, good game BatChat, and I drive into a wreck. First thing, so, I mean... apparently I can't take praise very well while in game. it distracts me. But now 4 kills and 3700 confirmed damage. Not bad, not bad. But only 10 shells left, and 2 unspotted and presumably full health tanks, and 1 E75. And my XVM is telling me that there are 2 tanks in the cap, and I'm the only one near the cap, so I'm going, okay. If the E75 and E4 are both in the cap, they both hit me, I'm dead. So I need to be very careful. So here I'm trying to just poke carefully to see if I can spot them. But I can't. So either they're both sitting on this ridge here, in the dip just in front of me, or on the other side. So I take a careful poke, and I spot an E75. So and that last hit was just pure luck, I mean, Christ. And now he's spotted and decapped, so I mean, I have enough time, and then the what the fuck goes in and cleans him up. Okay, so now there's either an E4 or IS-8 in the cap. Only one. Because also, I might as well explain this. Oh, okay. When the cap timer, I'll show it like here. Even if you don't have XGM installed, you have a pretty good way to estimate how many tanks are in the cap, because in encounter you get 1 cap point per tank per 3 seconds, I think it is. So if you have 3 tanks, you'll get 3 cap points, or 1 per second, and in a standard battle you get 1 cap point per second per tank. So if they have 2 cap points per second, they have 2 tanks, and so on. So you can get a rough estimate of how many tanks are in by looking at the timer. And here you can clearly see there's only 1 every 3 seconds. So I mean, there's only 1 tank. So I decide, okay, I'll go in, because now our IS-4 is close by, the Waffenfäger is getting close, so I might as well just soften them up and confuse them. And I can take a hit no matter what tank it is. And it's an E4. My first shot goes into the tracks. I try to track him, I fail. But because it's an E4, he can't turn his turret all the way around. So I can just shoot him twice and get out of there without taking damage. I mean, 800 damage to an E4, not bad, not bad. And then they go, oh, he's an A7. Apparently he was AFK. And this is my last clip. It's a heat clip, because I always carry 1. So I decide, okay, I mean, we don't have time to cap really anyway. Well, we do, but I decide to trust him and go after the IS-8. And there he is, lo and behold. And just to make sure he was not a bot, I do a dash to his left to see if his turret follows me. But it didn't, so I decided to. And here's the reason I'm going up behind him is because he has spaced armor, and that may actually bounce heat, so I decided to shoot his turret back. And here I fire, and something hit the IS-4, or IS-8, sorry, so someone didn't want me to get that kill. But I ended up doing 7,000 confirmed damage with 5 kills, and here in the end I managed to, with my last shell, kill the IS-8. So as you can see, that this is where if I had shot at the E75 I would not have had enough shells or shots to kill the IS-8. Assuming that I had to use my heat clip at some earlier point. So I mean, a great game, and killing the last enemy with your last shell gives you a special medal. I think it's called the Fadins medal. And this was the first time I ever got that, so that was a great achievement. And also, I mean, it's the BatChat. I always love driving the Bat. And doing 7,000 damage is definitely not bad. This was also an ace tanker game in the BatChat. So yeah, I mean, all in all, a great game. And I hope this showed you how the Bat can be so brutal on open maps, where the enemy, they have a lot of slow, lumbering heavies and TDs that you can just, annoy and spot and flank and, have fun with. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you will return to watch some of my other videos, either the ones I've already made or the ones I will upload at some later time. But yeah, cheers.